I needed a car on a budget. I found a 1959 Ford Fairlane that had just been repainted by our high school shop class. But it needed a clutch and a complete engine overhaul. How hard could that be? We had a garage, and Christmas break was coming. I had a few tools, so I decided to take the plunge. I gave the shop $150 and brought my treasure home in a cloud of smoke. I'd worked on Briggs & Stratton engines, so an engine with 7 more cylinders shouldn't be that difficult. There were 2 memorable events in this project. The first was a broken tension spring causing the pressure plate to pop loose, hitting my forehead. It caused a walnut-sized knot on my forehead. The second was when I needed a part but had no way to get to the parts house. So I drove the car with 4 cylinders working and 4 cylinders drinking. The air whistling through the vacated spark plug holes made an odd sound, but I got there and back with the part I needed. At the end of a Christmas break, I had a fully functional automobile for under $200. I could have bemoaned my lot in life, not having enough money to buy a turnkey car. Depression would have set in, and that spiral could have affected the rest of my junior year in high school. But I took a risk, and I got the reward. That success fueled other risks, each adding confidence to my toolbox, building blocks that created a foundation for the rest of my life. The first date with the girl I married was in that car. I had wheels, and with them came freedom. The Apostle Paul looked back on his life with the same realization. He was in prison awaiting trial. He had taken a risk to follow Jesus 30 years before, though it cost him his family, his church membership, and his political standing. He had risked his life on several occasions and survived. That's why he could encourage others by saying, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. That's Philippians chapter 4, verses 12 through 13. By experience, Paul had learned that Jesus is enough. This is a principle that cannot be taught. It must be experienced. I believe this is the purpose of life. Grace gives us as many do-overs as we need to find success through the power of Jesus Christ living in us. Grace lowers the risk of failure so it can be a learning tool. Life is no longer a one-and-done event. We get to learn through failure because it is no longer a disqualifier. We grow stronger in the faith when we're willing to test it. I can trace my ability to fix things back to that 1959 Ford Fairlane. In the same way, I can trace my communication skills back to multiple failures that became building blocks on which to build my craft. We can take risks that lead to success, even though there is initial failure. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. His life can give you success today. Bye-bye.